This morning with the New York Times, which posted a headline on Twitter that it later changed for the print edition. The original headline read, "Trump urges unity versus racism," after his remarks yesterday. The updated headline said, "Assailing hate, but not guns."
Right.
Why did they change the headline?
Well, they came under immediate pressure from the left, and specifically from various Democratic presidential candidates.
And that pressure forced them to change the headline,
well,
you think?
I don't know whether it did. I suspect that it weighed pretty heavily. It was an extraordinary thing because their original headline was a simple, straightforward quotation or news representation of what the president actually said. And then suddenly Beto O'Rourke and Cory Booker were saying,
let's read some of those headlines. Christian Gillibrand tweeted, "That's not what happened." And then Cory Booker tweeted, "Lives literally depend on you doing better. New York Times, please do." And AOC tweeted, "Let this front page serve as a reminder of how white supremacy is aided by and often relies upon the cowardice of mainstream institution."
Yeah, it's remarkable to see the Democrats attacking the media. It presumably only counts as something bad when President Trump is attacking the media. But the thing that they didn't like is that it didn't feed into their agenda. They've been probably so used to the New York Times headlines actually fitting the left's and the Democrats' agenda on gun control that they were outraged when the first version didn't, and then the New York Times changed it.
But wasn't the first version a fair representation of what the president actually said?
Yes, exactly. And it was absolutely a fair representation. He condemned hatred and racism. And, you know, the Democrats were suggesting that somehow or other this should be interpreted or analyzed in the headline. That was a straightforward news headline, and the context and the analysis should have been as in the actual story, not in the headline.
Hugo Gordon from